your brighter side, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Longtime 2K family member, Kenny the Jet Smith. The last time we talked to you was back in LA. What have you been up to since then?
Playing a lot of 2K21, that's first. In the pandemic, that's been the game of choice, without question in the household.
So tell me how the season's going so far for you. I'm pretty stoked that we even have an NBA season.
Exactly.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The blue line making its way out of the station. Our setting tonight, Boston, Massachusetts. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. Let's see some of the numbers here for Jaylen Brown.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. And guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. And two conference rivals squaring off tonight. You know, Steve, this has the feel of a playoff game.
It does. These two teams have had their battles in the past. It's always fun to see them match up against one another.
Here are the five for the Raptors. We've got Aaron Baines. Siakam is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Lowry. And it's Van Vliet in at the shooting guard. And for the Celtics, down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Daniel Tice out there with Ojale. And it's Walker in at the point guard.
Here we go.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Here's Siakam. Passes it to Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
That's a two-pointer from Walker. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Shots good by Walker.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. The Celtics on offense. There's Walker with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Walker's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Celtics. Here's Siakam. 23 points for him the last game against the Celtics in Boston. Knocked loose. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone. Good. Walker's got 8. So it's Toronto now. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Lowry. And it's blocked by Brown. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Powell against Tatum. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Lowry passes to Baines. To the paint. Here's Powell.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Raptors shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The free throw drops for Powell. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Brown. Sinks the 15-footer. Brown's got 5 points so far.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And there's the pass to Powell. Now Van Vliet. Back to Powell. Lowry against Walker. Pass to Powell. 5 on the clock. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. 5 points in the game.
This is what I like about Lowry, not just looking for his shot, even though he's an excellent scorer.
From deep, Walker. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field.
And Pascal Siakam can absolutely score in bunches. Put up 25 in a quarter last season, and when he gets going, look out.
GA, when Pascal Siakam is on, it seems like he's involved in every play. Must stay consistent. But you know what? He's a special player who can carry a team to win on any given night.
He was all alone on that one.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Lowry doing a good job of looking to include his teammates.
Over Lowry. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Pass to Powell. There's the double team with Walker. And Kyle Lowry, good for 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Got that bucket in no time at all. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Van Vliet finds Siakam.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And they pick up 2.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Baines against Tice. Back to Lowry. Takes the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's Brown missing. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. 3-point lead.
Amazing effort by Fred VanVleet. He's up the court so fast to finish that play.
Boston's gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame. From deep, Walker. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Oh, 6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Here's Tice. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here's Van Vliet. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Good work there as it goes.
Love the strength on that drive by Fred VanVleet. He is tough and he's aggressive.
Offensive rebound. Tatum. Tice trying to break free. And the layup falls. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Siakam outside. Count that one. Siakam's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
Walker. Money from the wing.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Toronto trailing. Van Vliet outside. Back to Lowry. Puts up a three. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead. And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there time and time again.
Stolen by Walker. Lays it in off the breakaway. And it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
And the quickness of Walker really helps in the open court. Always plays with an edge and puts tremendous pressure on your transition defense.
Chalk up 2 there.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Teams changing it up here. Let's take a quick look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Creating points off turnovers have been the calling card for these teams. The Raptors in second.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
And the basket is good.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Working on the accuracy from range, you see Stanley looking a little more comfortable out there.
Here's Pritchard. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Over to the wing. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Celtics trail by 3. Teague for 3. Boucher with the rebound. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got his second bucket tonight.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Pass to Powell. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Got that one up quick. Pritchard's got 8 points.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
Teague against Davis. And Lowry gets double teamed. To the inside. Here's Boucher. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. This one for 3. Good on the triple. He's got 7.
And how about the decision-making by Tatum there? I mean, fantastic at just having a feel for what the defense is going to do and then creating the space there for the jumper.
Fires from deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Knocks it loose. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And how about that show of confidence from Tatum? He really excels at playing above the rim and taking that one home.
Outside, Davis, and the Raptors call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Raptors with some changes. Matt Thomas comes in for Norman Powell, and DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Davis. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. The pass to Boucher. Back to Johnson. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Last outing for Toronto, unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Celtics in Boston.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure in that one. Didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
A nice shot by Teague.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
58 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Davis. Here's Boucher. Thompson with the rebound. Celtics leading by 8. Tatum drives in. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
So it's Toronto now, following the three-pointer by Boston. Tatum against Thomas. From deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Davis, that's for 2. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Kemba Walker firing on all cylinders for Boston. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And we'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Boston. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. They've got Thomas, Bembry out there with Terrence Davis. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Johnson in at the four-man position.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Williams, that's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Passes it to Bembry. Here's Johnson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 5.
Aggressive move by Stanley Johnson, can score the ball a number of ways inside.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Good on the bucket. He has 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And Tatum is clever when he's in attack mode, great at beating defenders to the basket.
Raptors trail by 17. Davis surveying the floor. Out to the wing. Thomas, it's a wide open look. The three-pointer, no good. Celtics have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Teague can't hit. The Raptors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Bembry shot good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside Teague. Good on the three-point shot. Teague's got 8 points in the quarter.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And the Raptors call time here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And in that one, I thought the guys were out of sync offensively. And on the defensive end, a failure to communicate.
This was a brutal loss. You can point fingers in a number of directions, but the bottom line is they just didn't have it tonight.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Pascal Siakam comes in for Stanley Johnson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Terrence Davis. Now, here's Siakam. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Back to VanVleet. Goes up at the stripe. Shot is good off the back rim and in. VanVleet's got his 3rd basket of the night.
A good shooter who can operate at different speed. Love when Fred is knocking down that mid-range jumper. Fred VanVleet, a weapon from the outside, has a great shot that he can pull up at a moment's notice. He's consistent on catch and shoots as well as off the dribble.
And with VanVleet, about half of his shots are from deep.
You're right, GA. That's the number one part of his offense, of his game right now. He can shoot it deep, but he also can drive it. He shoots a low field goal percentage from those shots because of the distance. But I love Fred VanVleet. He knows how to play.
That free throw good from Brown.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
good on both. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future, we're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Williams. Walker's got 24 points.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
He feeds it to Brown. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Shots good by Baines.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Fleet does is make winning plays.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. They get it again. Williams. And the layup is good. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now, here's Baines. His last outing, he had 8 points. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
It's Brown with the drive and finished off by Brown.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Toronto, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Williams against Siakam. Williams with the block. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Norman Powell's checked in for Toronto. Kyle Lowry comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Van Vliet wide open. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Van Vliet's got 10.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
And you aren't going to slow down Brown when he's scoring the ball like this. He is simply on a tear.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Here's Siakam. He's got 7. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Baines, that falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one. Celtics leading by 19. It's Brown with the drive and finished off by Brown.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Pass to Powell. Back to Van Vliet. Raptors moving the ball around. And Baines kicks to Van Vliet. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ogilvy, that's good.
And we all know Walker can score, but he's also terrific at finding his teammates.
There's the pass to Lowry. Shoots over Walker. He can't get it to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. Brown finds Tice. Over Siakam. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Inside, and the dunk by Bain.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Celtics leading by 23. Here's Walker. Count that bucket. Walker's got 4 points this quarter.
Improving size does not matter. Walker comfortable slamming it up inside.
Here's Lowry. Williams with the block. And they'll keep possession. Here's Ogilvy. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Some changes for Boston. Tristan Thompson comes in for Williams. And it's Tatum in for Ogilvy. And that one falls for Walker. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in two different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. Boston's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Walker goes up and lays it nice and easy. Walker's got 9 points in the quarter.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Van Vliet looking around. And Siakam throws it down.
Aggressive move from Siakam, putting all that length and athleticism to work.
And it's Walker penetrating. Yep, that one goes in there.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Kyle Lowry, his second person.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice, and it's Teague in for Jaylen Brown. Then for the Raptors, Chris Boucher's checked in for Aaron Baines. Johnson comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Terrence Davis in for Fred Van Vliet. That's good from Kemba Walker.
Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Davis has the open look, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Teague for 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Toronto. Down low. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist by Davis. Lowry's got 19 points.
And we've seen this. There are certain nights when Lowry just decides to take over. He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
Now here's Powell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston. Hits it from three-point range.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. In fourth, the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Teague against Lowry. And Teague, here we go. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And there you see the speed of Teague. Always keeps defenders backpedaling.
Toronto's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. To the middle, here's Booth. Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. A nice shot by Teague.
Well, Jeff Teague is one of the tougher players in the league despite his size, and he did a good job finishing through the contact.
Now here is Lowry. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Boston.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Fast break, Toronto. Pull-up jumper, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Nice read there from Lowry. Saw that his best option was to pull up for the jumper.
Here's Pritchard, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
The Celtics. Peyton Pritchard will be at the line shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Lowry with the ball. He's got 21. Poked away. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Matt Thomas, he's checked in for Toronto.
Matt Thomas.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And that one's good by Davis.
Oh, he's heating up here now in the second quarter. Watch out.
Pulls up on the wing, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Teague.
If Thompson's able to develop a mid-range game, watch out.
And Lowry gets it to go. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. And it's Thompson with the jam.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
That's tipped, stolen by Thompson. And so it's the Boston Celtics in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Jeff, you guys had a great first half. Is the key to the second half to continue to be that aggressive?
Yeah, we got to play defense. They're a really good team. They're going to play hard. They're real physical. We just got to come out and keep guarding.
Jeff, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Kemba Walker was the story in the first quarter. He ended up with 36 points, 6 assists, and also 3 steals. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, we've enjoyed watching Walker in this one. Obviously, he's got the skill. But this level of passion is hard to match. He won't be outworked.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Ogilvy is out there with Daniel Tice, and it's Tatum in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Powell against Brown. Back to Lowry. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And you look over the course of Kyle Lowry's career, he's bounced around for quite some time, but boy, has he found a home in Toronto.
And you know, GA, a few summers back, had a chance to leave, but he stayed with the Toronto Raptors. What a decision that was. Reason why? He helped lead this team to their first title. Kyle Lowry's been loved by this franchise. He'll go down as one of the all-time great Raptors.
Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Kemba Walker hits them both.
A prolific scorer in this league. Walker just keeps getting better. One of the most elusive covers in the game today.
Now, here's Lowry. Kemba Walker comes up with the loose ball.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the dunk by Brown.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Siakam deciding where to go with it. He kicks it to Baines. And it's off from three-point range.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
A nice shot by Tatum.
How about the speed with which Tatum gets down the court? Awesome at reading the defense and then exploiting the opportunity in the open floor.
Lowry passes to Van Vliet. Baines with it. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Siakam. Rebound, Boston.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
To the paint. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Tipped away. 6 to shoot. Back to Van Vliet. To halt the run. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations. Fred does a lot of things for this team.
Ogilvy, that's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now, here's Lowry. 23 points in the game. And finished off by Siakam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Bucket is good. Walker's got 40 points.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Lowry against Walker.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish. You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Powell, that's good. Powell's got 15 points.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now, here's Siakam after Jaylen Brown's miss. And it's blocked. Now, Tice, 5 points in the game. Shoots over Van Vliet, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Lowry passes to Baines, and the dunk by Baines.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Here's Ogilvy, covered by Van Vliet. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Van Vliet with the bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Celtics have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Fires from the line, and it's Brown missing. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Floats one up, and Van Vliet lays it in. Van Vliet's got 23 points.
Fred Van Vliet is staying locked in. He's confident going to the floater when given the chance.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That is his first foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Bembry's checked in for the Raptors. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Walker, and the shot goes in. Walker's got 42 in the game.
And Walker, the definition of a creative finisher. No foul, no problem.
Brown against Van Vliet. It's stolen by Brown. Left side, Williams. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Sunday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks.
In that game against Milwaukee, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
Defensively, you can't let Siakam get all the way to the rim. That's automatic.
And Tice gets it to go. And here is Siakam. He's got 17. Inside, Baines, and the dunk by Baines.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Here's Tice. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again. Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Tries it from 19, and it's good off the back rim and in. Brown's got 28.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Van Vliet passes to Baines. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 23. Lays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got 9 points here in the second half.
This is what happens when Fred gets into a rhythm. His whole offensive game rises to another level.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Here's Bembry. He's got 10. To the inside, here's Powell. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Kemba Walker. Averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
And the Raptors with the ball. Here's Siakam. He's got 17. Over Williams. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Siakam's got 19 points.
This speaks to Siakam's all-around game. You're going to give me the mid-range jumper? I'll take it. He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. They double-team Siakam. Johnson down low. Brown on him. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
You know, he's able to shoulder more and more of the load offensively. Siakam's star continues to rise.
And that one, good. Pritchard's got 17 now.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Toronto calls timeout. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Boston. 4th in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3. And of course, there's the Raptors, 2 spots down.
And you know, for Boston, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I don't think they played their best basketball, so if things do come together for them before the end of the regular season, look out.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
Brown, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Brown's got 12 points here in the second half. Toronto shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. And there's the defensive 3-second call. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Pritchard gets the bucket. Davis with it. 10 points for him. Here's Siakam. Williams with the block. They get it back, and good that time. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Now Thompson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Williams, that's for 2. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. The Raptors shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. And a wide open look for Siakam. Rebound Boston. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Tries it from 19, and again it's Boston converting.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Outside, Davis kicks it to Johnson. Outside, Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Walker. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. And he uses the glass on the layup. Walker's got 44.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Now, here's Siakam. 21 points in the game. 1:02 left to play here in the third. Brown outside. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Raptors. Here's Siakam. That one falls coming off Johnson's feed. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back. And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Yep, it counts.
And so far are going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Unloads from 13. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 7 rebounds in the game. Johnson in the corner. Back to Davis. The 3. The rebound by the Celtics. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Thompson. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And here is Siakam. He's got 23 with 4 seconds on the clock. Shots good by Boucher. Boucher's got 4 points in the quarter.
And I don't think anyone knew that Siakam would be this kind of playmaker coming out of New Mexico. In fact, I can almost guarantee it.
And so it's the Boston Celtics going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Toronto's shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Johnson is out there with Thomas. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Flynn in at the point. Teague can't hit. Upside Thomas. Latre. A nice shot by Flynn. Flynn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
Green, no luck. They push it up 4 on 3. And the basket by Thomas.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
The Celtics shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Wasted no time on that one. Teague's got 20 points.
And when Teague is knocking down the pull-up Jays, it's just devastating for defenders. There is no slowing.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Williams, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least it feels like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. I remember it like it was yesterday. Here's Thomas after the made shot from Jeff Teague. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Teague drives in. Second chance shot. Williams can't get it to go.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Flynn the pass to Boucher. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Flynn's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Toronto, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the 4th. A perfect 6 for 6. Flynn the pass to Watson. From outside the arc. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Shemi Ojeleye comes in for Williams. Tatum, he's checked in for Nesmith. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Green. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Boston. Shoots over Powell. The putback can't throw down the putback. And here's Toronto. They're on a 16-6 run.
Boston foul called. Jeff Teague. That's his first personal foul.
Al Smitty, you were a player with versatility and length. How much fun would you have had with today's style of play?
I think, Kevin, I was a guy that kind of played 1 through 3 at 6'8". But nowadays, I could have played 1 through 5. I would have loved playing the 5 position. Reason why, I could have got my shot off at any time I wanted. And the three-point shot, Kevin, you can take 10, 12 three-pointers. I would have loved that.
Edwards, he's checked in for Boston. And so he hits both. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Teague. And Baines pulls it down.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Toronto gets it back with a new 14. And that one drops for him.
A solid rebounder when he puts his mind to it. Stanley Johnson creating second chance opportunities.
Edwards off the left rim and out. The Raptors have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Shifty, elusive offensively. Tatum's scoring potential is through the roof.
It's Powell on the wing. Down low. Great D that time from Tatum.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's foul number 2 for him. Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Van Vliet passes to Johnson. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And that's now 11 points for Johnson.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Back to Van Vliet. And he's good on the 3-ball. Van Vliet's got 12 points in just the second half.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And he makes that one.
And how about the determination on Tatum's face on that one there? The D had no chance. This kid is just too polished when he gets it down low.
The shot by Powell, no good.
This is the guy who had 3 threes in the first half. Since then, still waiting on number 4.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And Smitty, we see the success and the great talent level in the WNBA. Do you ever think we're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had 2 women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against that could have played for sure was Cheryl Miller.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Tice, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here is Lowry. That one goes in. Lowry's got 25 points in the game.
Lowry is just so quick with the ball with both hands that he can lose a defender in a hurry.
Tatum, that's for 2. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Boston leading by 23. Shot on the wing. Here's Ogilvy, covered by Bain. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Raptors with some changes. Harris is checked in for Powell, and it's Bembry in for Kyle Lowry. Van Vliet against Brown. Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered closely. The putback is no good. Now a timeout called by Boston. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. Norman Bowles checked in for Harris. Tatum, that's for 2. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Tatum's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And Tatum, he can create space. He can shoot over people. Does it in both the half court as well as transition.
Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Here's Baines. Back to Powell for 3. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Continuing from where he left off. First three-pointer of this half, 4th of the game.
Here's Pritchard. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Baines has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Van Vliet with the bucket.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's Pritchard. Elbow shot is on the way. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the 3 and the painted area.
Here's Van Vliet. Makes it off the glass. Van Vliet's got 16 points here in the second half.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Brown, good.
And you got to respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
Here's Bembry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because now I think they're on to something if we could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. He hits the second from the line.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Tatum, Tice trying to break free. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
How about the timing and hustle there? Tatum earns his team some second chance points.
To the inside. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 26 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Pritchard, and it's Boston with another.
It sometimes takes more than one defender to help alter the shot when he's that close inside.
Here's Bembry. He's covered by Brown. To the paint. Here's Van Vliet. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Van Vliet's got 9 points in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside. Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Here's Bembry. Powered down with both hands.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Here's Brown. And again, it's Boston converting.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Bembry. He's covered by Brown. Bembry, the pass to Siakam. Offensive rebound. Off on the layup. Celtics leading by 23. Up top, Tice. Covered by Siakam. And Tice gets it to go. And for the Raptors, they're shooting a superb 63% from the field. Knocked away. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin. No doubt about it with their turnovers in the second half.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Now here's Flynn. Pass to Boucher. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Here's Green after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Celtics.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Walker.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. He's perfect from the line this time. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated
that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view. You've gotten a front court view. You've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the shot is good from Johnson.
This is what the teams expect to get from Johnson. Someone who can make tough shots in the face of good defense.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're up by 16. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. That one goes. Count it.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Here's Boucher, and that one is hammered home.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Thompson in the posts. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.